Hello again, I am Jimbo. Welcome back to Jimsville. And as you can see, Johto region is really starting to take shape here. Got some hustle and bustle, movement of traffic, people moving into the area. Really starting to take shape as a new sort of region now. Got that lovely bridge there going over the sort of dip in the terrain there, and you can see, because this is a cycling district, you can see, look, we've got people cycling on the pavements. We kind of need to put a few more cycle paths in at the moment, but you can see our cycling policy is definitely taking effect. We've got people on bikes cycling along. Look at their legs going. So our cycling policy is really working out. What I've done as well is I've actually stuck a little extra road all the way over here, just so we've got somewhere for our garbage. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to add in a bus terminal, sorry, a bus depot here. And I'm also going to add in a taxi depot as well. So we have, you know, vehicles of each type down here. So there we go, we've got a bus depot and a taxi depot down here to help service these regions, and you can see straight away the taxis all just flooding out of that building there. And this thing keeps flicking and say power, not enough power, power, not enough power, and that is because this is only generating a small amount of power. It doesn't have a lot of garbage reserves at the moment. As soon as we get some power, there's some garbage in here, we'll start to get a little bit of output. You can see we're only outputting 1 megawatt at the moment. So what I'm going to do just temporarily, and we'll end up having, deleting these, but I'm going to put in some pylons from there just into there, just to boost the power in this area, and also any power that this starts to make will feed into this as well and sort of spread out through here. So you can see we have a shortage of workers. There isn't really a lot we can do about that at this stage. We've got to let more people move into the area. There isn't much demand for residential at the moment. There is a demand for commercial and there is a demand for industry. Obviously, by removing all of those offices that we had all the way over there, all these offices that were there and excuse me, were there and are no longer there, means that we no longer have that source of sort of income for industry, because offices do count towards industry. So we've kind of injured ourselves a little bit in that respect. But what I have done is I have extended Emerald Valley out here down towards the water. There's actually, if we look at the info tab, there's a really dark green little patch here, as you can see, for fertile land for forestry. So we stuck in a bit of extra work just there and extended that down a little bit, and I've also extended the farm area just a little bit as well, just to try and fill some of that desire, as it were. I need to put in some more fire services over here. What I've done in this district is I've actually added the smoke policy, smoke alarm distribution, but we are still struggling with fire in this area, so I'm going to add in fire station, and I think that might be a good place to drop it, just there. Actually, we'll move that ever so slightly. Just move it across one if we can. There we go. So we get better fire coverage in here. Let's just delete that burnt out building there. And what I've also done is I've made this little road that was here one way to try and ease the traffic a little bit. We were getting an awful lot of traffic just queuing up along here. Partly because we have buildings right alongside here. So I've also, as you can see, made this triple lane up here, up to the bridge, and then it goes down to double. And that's just to try and, again, ease some of that congestion that we were having on businesses being right along the roadside. And also by removing that island that was separating out the lanes, it does allow vehicles to come along here and just pull straight over into a business rather than having to go all the way down and then loop all the way round back again. So it helps out, you know, immensely just by removing that island and going to nice open traffic like this. It's definitely improving the flow of traffic around there, which is good. So let's head back over here. We've got some abandoned buildings. This is commercial buildings that are, you know, getting deserted because they just don't have the workers for them. So we desperately need more people to move in. You can see we've still got an awful lot of space available that hasn't been claimed yet. We need to get these people in, and we need to get these buildings upgraded as well. There's a few of them that are pinging, as you can see. A few green arrows popping up. They're going to produce more people. And with our schools, once the people in this region get processed through the school system and the educational system, they will start to improve, obviously, their own education levels, which means they'll be eligible to start picking up some of these commercial jobs as well. I want to see, have we got anyone waiting at the taxi rank? No taxis sort of queuing here at the moment. A lot of people at the station here. Obviously these people are just sort of feeding in and out to nowhere at the moment. You can see our junction here is working nicely, exactly as intended. Getting the traffic feeding up. And because we're using freeway to give us the triple lanes, it's not creating traffic-like junctions. So it's allowing traffic to just merge with itself, meaning that there's no long delays or hold-ups at any of these sort of turn-offs with these slip roads and freeway sections to make our kind of squared-off roundabout. We don't have traffic lights to worry about, which slow everything down and create big traffic queues. So the traffic can flow and merge a lot smoother. Obviously, as we get to this roundabout, you can see the traffic is sort of spinning around to wherever it needs to go. And we've got really good traffic flow. A little bit of a queue building up just there. We had one car desperately trying to move and couldn't. It was trying to switch lanes. But apart from that, apart from the occasional little queue, and again, this is mainly because a lot of people are still flooding into this area, traffic is actually looking really good over here. Let's actually pull up the traffic info tab and take a look at the traffic overlay. There we go. So we've got a little bit of busyness just here on this junction, and that's probably because it's so close to this junction here. That's why it's creating a little bit of queue. The fact that the cars are parked there is kind of irrelevant. It's more the fact that traffic's pulling on and then having to pause and wait. And now we're getting a hold up because of the fire engine. So once that clears, the traffic can start to flow again. It is a little unfortunate, really, that the traffic is flowing the way it is. I mean, we could possibly put a little side road coming in across here. Let's see what that would look like, actually, if we did that. It would mean ripping up those buildings there. How would that actually look? Would that do anything to improve traffic flow? It might do. We'll see if that helps. We're also going to relocate that bus path, that cycle path. So we want to go to decorations and pathways. And here is our bicycle path, and we basically just want to draw that. Oops. Up like that, and then we want to delete that bicycle path there. And that one there. And then just rejoin that like that. a little bit clunky actually. Let's see if we can just make that a little bit cleaner. Draw to there, and then if we can, it's kind of awkward because of the way the how about if we did that? Would that work? Yeah, it's a little bit messy on that section there, but there isn't a lot we can really do about that, unfortunately. Let's tidy the look of that up a little bit with a tree or a bush or something. Let's take a small bush. Oh, they are small, aren't they? Big bush, that's too big. Yeah, let's drop some bushes in this gap here just to try and improve the visual look of that. It's awkward because of the way the roads are kind of intersecting with each other. That'll do. That's a little bit better. So yeah, Johto's really springing to life already, as you can see, and we've got plenty of space for more housing. And we definitely haven't filled up all of the space that we've allocated yet, and we've got all of this space here that we can extend out for more residential as well. We could put more commercial in, but seeing as we're still... Are we having worker issues anymore? No, it doesn't look like we are. Let's add some more... We're not getting enough customers in these businesses over here. Oh, did I didn't know. This is going to change these businesses, so we need to go to zoning. Not zoning, sorry, districts. District specialisation, and we need to make this a tourist district. There we go. So that should change these industries now, or these commercial buildings, or at least some of them anyway. Let's see if they start disappearing. Looks like they... Yeah, see, they're disappearing. They're going to start rebranding themselves as tourist spots. Let's see if that's changing stuff over here as well. It looks like some of these are definitely changing. We've got a seafood restaurant there. What have we got building up just here? Is this another casino? We've got a big casino there, look. The Grant Canyon Casino. And we've got another Grant Canyon Casino as well. So it's changing the specialisation of our commercial areas here. These are becoming touristy favoured commercial zones. And just like that, as you can see, by doing that, our commercial requirements have pretty much disappeared. See, our population is taking a big hit. We're down to, what, 17,000 now. We were at over 20,000, but we did have to wipe out huge sections. That's still complaining because they've got no access to police or... Can I turn this building off? Yes, let's turn that building off. Seeing as we're not using it yet. Yeah, our commercial has completely changed. Getting lots and lots of casinos and hotels and things popping up. Let's see if we can see some definite hotels. Here's a hotel, look. I think. What's this building here? Club 801. Look at that, we have a rooftop garden as well. What's this place? That's our seafood restaurant. Yeah, our town is really coming on quite nicely here. Johto is really starting to look the business. You can see those green arrows pinging everywhere as our buildings and our houses start to upgrade themselves, and even some of our commercial starts to upgrade itself as well. It's good to see. Oh, big fire just here. This is our high school. Some kids have set off some firecrackers in one of the lockers, maybe. 5 fire engines come to deal with the blaze at the high school there. It's looking a little worse for wear at the moment, but that should clean up pretty quickly. There you go. See, it's already just fading back into a normal appearance. Beautiful. We've got people hanging out in the playground, look. Past their bedtimes. Let's check out one of the other parks. We've got the Friendly Neighborhood Park, which is the unique building. Let's check that out. We've got a whole group of, well, several groups of people just hanging out in this park here. And this is being a unique item should help increase tourism a little bit as well. So tourists 8 visited last week, 59 visitors in total. We definitely need to connect rail network up over here though. So let's complete the rail link that we never finished off last time out. Where is rail? There we go. So let's go to freeform. Going to bring this up the coast. A nice coastal railway like this. And we'll connect it up there. You can see our shuttle business is running quite nicely there. Let's go to lines actually, and let's drag a stop. And where's that going? That's going the wrong way. We're going to need to delete this line, I think, and then just replot it. That's going to be the easiest thing to do. In fact, no, we'll keep that line as is. Just a quick shuttle run between those, between the West Coast / Emerald Valley / Westbridge Hills. We'll keep that, and we'll run a separate shuttle. What colour's this? Sort of a turquoisey blue. It's purple. No. Weird browny colour. Yellow. Green. Now I can't see because there's a train on it. There is a... Oh, that'll do. A little weird... Is that white? Off-white colour? Let's bring this one all the way down here. So it's going to stop here, even though it's not switched on yet. And then we'll shuttle this all the way along into to Johto. There we go. And now we'll shuttle it all the way back again. This might be a bright pink, really, really pale pink. And then we'll complete the line just there. So now we need to keep a lookout for these new trains. See what they look like. See just how bright they are. Oh, there's one. What colour is that? It's kind of a weird sort of pale pink kind of colour, isn't it? Almost like an off-white pink. So let's follow this train. Let's get a nice good spot on the train. Let's go with that coach there. Zoom out a bit and slow time down to second speed. There we go. Oh, we've clicked off the train. I think we moved too far out of range, perhaps. So this is going to go underneath, loop around, comes out of the tunnel, pulls into this station. Nobody's going to get on or off because it's a turned off building, so there's nobody waiting. This way we're not paying for that building there. But the stop is now programmed in, so when we do finish building Kanto and turn that station back on again, the route is already programmed and we don't have to worry about it. Here we are are going over the freeway there. Coming down into Kanto. And there we go. That's going to now switch off and head back over to Chellington. So, fantastic. We have a rail connection. What we don't have is a bus network set up yet. I'm not going to do that just yet because there's not really much point of having buses just running around in a very small area like this, which is mainly all about cycling. So we'll wait until Kanto is set up, and then we'll have a bus shuttle service going over there. Oh, trophy, playing with the boys. I wonder what that trophy is actually for. I'm just going to pause and have a look. Okay, so I've had a look, and that trophy is to have 1,000 squares of beach specialised commercial. So it's mainly all of this stuff that's done it. But yeah, we've unlocked that trophy because we've made this a tourist zone. And so you can see, obviously, we've got our beach umbrella as part of our policies. So again, this road network here, even though we don't have buses running, this is very much kind of building before we need to. There's people using our cycle lanes there, look. That's great to see. Let's see, where do they go from here? They're going to go onto the freeway. Oh, sorry, onto the back onto the cycle lane. And from here, I kind of never finished this off, did I? So they're going to cross over. Which way are they crossing over? This way. And then this way. I want to see if they're actually using the cycle lanes that I've actually built onto the roads. Got one coming up somewhere. Hopefully she's going to get there. Crossing over. Oh, no, she's done. Gone to gamble at the Grand Canyon Casino. All right, let's find a road with cycle lanes. Here's one. Let's see if we can see anybody cycling on the cycle lanes. Yes, there we go. For all of 3 seconds, we saw someone using the cycle lanes. There's one. Someone using, and again, the second I find them, they pull off. God damn it. There's someone using a cycle lane. That's awesome. It's great to see that the policies that we're putting in place are actually working. Let's see. What else can we do in Johto? Is there anything... Oh, look at the demand for residential shooting up. Is all of our residential covered? Let's take a look. It's all pretty much taken up, look. That happened really quickly. I wasn't expecting that to happen anywhere near as quickly as that. We could put a little bit more in over here, but we've got going out there towards our little smoggy area. I don't really want to do that just yet. Let's put in a few bits of residential along the beachfront. And here we can see, look, some of the more beach specialised commercial over here. So we've got looks like a nice picnic area kind of business there. Not quite sure what these are. Maybe small restaurants, I'm not entirely sure. Little beach shacks. What other commercial do we have? It's really dark over here. Oh, here we go. Another Club 801, but this one's a small sort of nightclub. Paddy's Pub. We've got a swimming pool. There's our clinic. Our police station. And this is residential. Let's put some small houses in just here. Like so. And I want to see what the land value is like on these houses on the corner. Where is land value? Yeah, I had a feeling that these would be nice. And as these upgrade, they're going to get better as well. So they're already really, really nice because it's this sort of waterfront. Even here, look, we're actually getting green just there. So those little houses there are definitely worth their money. And then even this commercial zone is really nice as well. Look, the land value is really, really, really good. It's kind of average over here. Well, that's to be expected. It's just standard residential, but we have improved it a little bit with, you know, some trees in places. We've got parks dotted around. You know, we've got all the right facilities that we need. There's a house just upgrading itself. So I think the next step would be to actually add on a little bit more over here. Let's again go with cycle lanes, and let's pull this over to about here. Don't want to go too far because again I'm worried about noise pollution. There we go. And we should have water connected most of the way, if not all of the way. Yes, we do. So we can just zone that straight away, and voila. There we go. Extra little bit there of residential going in, and that should all pop up really quickly as well. Speed time up to the full level. See these new houses springing up. That's fantastic. And look how much bigger Kanto is now. And it's still not complete. You know, we've still got oodles of space. We've got this area here that we can build in. We can potentially build all the way around here as well. So Kanto is now looking much, much better than it did before. You know, it's just a tiny little thing squashed in over there. We've now got this nice, big, sprawling area. And this is just one of our districts. You know, we've still got to rebuild. Sorry, this is Johto, isn't it? We've still got to rebuild Kanto. So really, really pleased with how nice Johto is looking now. It's definitely taken shape as a really, really good place, I think. And it's given us something a little bit different with our little tourist area down here. We haven't got these huts in yet. Got one or two small houses going up. Look, prime real estate there, right along the water. It's just changing the landscape ever so slightly to accommodate those houses. Yeah, there we go. We head back over to our the area we just drew a second ago, and you can see already we've got a load of houses in and more still going up as well. So we should start seeing an increase in traffic in this area as people start to flood into the area with that new housing. And you can see, look, how smoothly the traffic is flowing around here. There's no nasty snafus. There's no big, you know, log jams. Everything's just flowing really nicely. And all merging together really nicely as well. And then we come down here and we hit this roundabout. And again, really smooth traffic flow. And by having this kind of triple lane system splitting off like this, it's allowing the commercial traffic to split off in multiple directions as well. So it's not all going one way and getting stuck and wedged. You know, we're getting a nice bit of flow, and that has helped, look. Putting that road in there. That's definitely helped. Traffic is not as bad as it was. I want to see what the traffic overlay is like for that little junction we have there now. So once again, go to traffic. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at the difference there. It's kind of moved the problem over here. Which we kind of expected. Maybe. Maybe we could double lane that bit, but I'll make that one way. Yeah, let's make that one way. So we want to go to roads, choose our one-way road, change direction, and actually, not change direction, upgrade, sorry. Let's go with grass verges, just to make it look a little bit nicer. Is that going to cause some issues? It might well cause issues because everyone's going to try and turn off. Maybe we need to actually switch the direction on that then. Getting a little bit of traffic here, but it's a junction, you know, traffic light junction. You've got to expect those to be a little bit busier than normal. And this is obviously gone a little bit red because we're getting that influx of new people moving into the residential zones. But again, it's still flowing smoothly though. We're not getting really large, big, solid red patches like we did before. We're getting some areas that are a little bit busy, other areas that aren't too busy, and areas that kind of just ease off once they, you know, get that little rush of traffic, and then they calm down again. It's mainly, I think, the fact that people are crossing, which is slowing traffic down in this section here. So it's not really the traffic itself that's causing it. This junction, again, yeah, a little bit busy. But it's manageable. It's not horrendous, so we can cope with that. Let's check out traffic over here. And, oof, wow, yeah. Very, very busy. That has improved a little bit. I mean, it's still that one side road here that we put in that's one way is definitely busy. But it's helped alleviate some of the other issues. Look how busy this is, though. This is definitely a problem. We're going to have to upgrade this, I think. So let's make that the final act of this episode. Let's upgrade these roads to 6-lane as well. Hopefully that'll help. There we go. Look how busy this is. This is just way too busy. All right, let's make that freeway. That might help a little bit as well. And we're going to need to, I think, make this. Do we make that one way? I don't see anything that seems to be turning left. We've got the farm traffic that's coming in. It's just really, really, really causing all sorts of traffic issues. Am I getting worker problems over here now? Just not enough people working over here. Look at this traffic. This traffic's horrendous. I don't understand why the logging traffic is looping all the way through here. I need to try and figure out why it's doing that. See, in theory, it shouldn't be doing that. We might have to rip up this whole section and put roundabouts and stuff in at some point in the future, but we'll come to that on another day. So anyway, that's the end of this particular episode. I'm very, very pleased with the way Johto has turned out. It's looking absolutely stunning compared to what it used to look like. So next episode I think we'll work on Kanto. We'll get that up and running. So thanks for watching. I'm Jim Bob, and I will catch you back with some more Jimsville and City Skylines PS4 edition very soon.